is my air fryer. It's a Philips 9220. I've had it for 2.5 years, I think. I bought it on Prime Day. Yeah, 2 years ago, and it's been great. I didn't think I was going to like it so much. My air fryer is like this. It has you put your food in this basket. This is the drawer. It's very easy to use. That's basically it. In, out, basket, and that's it. And then you have the temperature regulator here, which I think you can see. Yes, you can. And the time. So, for example, we're going to do the roasted peppers at 180, and we're going to do them for about 15 minutes. So all we have to do is bring the 15-minute thing here. That's it. Now, I don't like using it with extension cord, and over here I will have to use it with an extension cord, so I don't want to do it here. I'm just going to set it all up here, show you, and then move it over to cook or to roast on the other side. I just wanted to show you a little bit of a rundown of the air fryer. I've never done that before, but also just to show you how easy it is. That's basically it. There's no more to it, and this, I can separate this and it goes in the dishwasher. Now, good thing about this is I collect anything, juices, fat or anything, and then go in the dishwasher is so easy. So it makes my life much easier. The key with air fryers, think of it as an oven that doesn't need preheating. That's the best tip I can give you about air fryers. Don't think of it as an air fryer where you have to spray some oil on things and stuff. No, it's an oven. So we're going to treat it as an oven. We're going to start by roasted peppers. Right. So I have a few washed peppers here. It was a mixed bag that I got. They're quite small. I will probably usually do the bigger ones for 20 minutes. I'm going to start with 15 minutes for these ones, and then do them up quickly at higher temperature if they've not got the charred bit at the end, because I like the charred bit. And then I'm going to show you how I use them. So we're going to start with those four. I have a few more in the fridge, but I think that will do us for this. And so we stick it in, drawer goes in, nothing else to do. 180 degrees, and then we move this to 15, and that's it. It's already started counting down because it's mechanical, doesn't need electricity to count down, which is another good thing. You don't have to wait until it finishes cooking. You can check on it anytime during cooking as well, and it doesn't lose heat very much because it's so contained that it's okay to check on things, I feel, anyway. Right, I'm going to move it to where it belongs and show you how it what kind of noise it makes, because that's an important thing about kitchen gadgets, and film from there. So I'm going to stop for a second and move on. My air fryer lives in that corner there. I pull it out to cook with it, because you should always have a space around it for heat. Although it doesn't get that hot, it's important, and I don't want to harm my Thermomix anyway. So I pull it out every time, I put it there, and I need to switch it on at the socket for you to see what kind of noise it makes. But as you can see, there's only two controls to this: temperature and time. It couldn't be easier to use. So I'm going to switch on the socket. There we go. I'm going to move it back to 15, just because it took a little time to get it here. And that's the noise it makes. The roasted peppers have been pinked after the 15 minutes, and they're looking good. My favorite bits are these charred bits. So see how they're beginning to shrink? That's what we're looking for. They're beginning to shrink like that instead of being inflated. That's what we're looking for. That means they're ready. You can also see that the skin is beginning to separate a little bit, beginning to look a bit shriveled and pruny. That's what we're looking for. This one was obviously bigger. Might struggle a little bit with that. You can see, don't do this at home. They're going to peel off really easily. That's what we're looking for peppers that peel off really easily. So we're going to let them cool down. Going to transfer them to a plate, and then I'll show you how I use them. I love roasted peppers. Actually, you know what? I've changed my mind. I'm going to put them back in the air fryer in the residual heat. I'm allowed to change my mind. you hear me say this a lot. Back in there, no heat, no extra time, just for them to cool down in there. I can even leave them like this a bit. They have heat but also cooling down. The peppers should peel quite easily, and they do. They try to do this when they're okay to handle, because if you get a slit on them, there's quite a lot of heat and steam inside and you want to be careful, okay? Now, I'm a mom, I have asbestos fingers, so don't do like me. Wait a bit longer if necessary. I'm just killing time, so I thought I'd do it now. Now I have my little, I always have one of these bowls with me wherever I go in the kitchen to get all the food scraps that then go in the green bin for composting. There we go. There's always one gap that works well, and then you can just keep peeling. It's usually one of these air bubbles that it creates as it shrinks. There we go. Now, there's nice liquid inside your pepper, so we have to bear that in mind. We don't want to lose too much of the liquid because it's really lovely. So try not to lose it, or if you want, you can do it like on something, like on a bowl or something, to get the liquid. So far I've been very lucky and I'm not losing any of them. Now, we want to get this green bit out. Now, some people actually blend these green bits into, and the seeds into soups, which if you have a very powerful blender, I have the Thermomix, you can totally do. You don't even know they're there. We're going to get rid of the seeds, and then we're going to slice our peppers. Salt and olive oil. Now, I don't have the very best olive oil right now, but it's going to do the trick. For now, put some salt, more salt. This is beautiful in with hummus, in hummus and red pepper sandwich. It's beautiful just to have on its own. One of my favorite things to do back when I could eat a lot more was cheddar cheese and roast pepper. You can use it in salads, you can add it at the end of dishes. This is so easy and so worth a try. Obviously, you can also do it in the oven if you don't have an air fryer yet, and do it at 180 degrees. Preheat your oven first, obviously, that's the biggest difference with the air fryer. And you will need 15 to 20 minutes, remember that. Okay? We're going to do some air fryer sausages. It's so easy. All you have to do is put the sausages in, stick them in the air fryer, done. And because it's contained, it's not like frying. It's you don't have to worry about them, you know, splattering all over, dirty, hot to clean. Just put everything in the dishwasher at the end. So I'm going to show you just how easy it is. I have some chipolatas. They say 12 minutes to pan fry, 10-12 minutes to pan fry, 18 minutes under the grill. So I'm going to give them 12 minutes to start with at 180 and see how it is. Now, the key is going to be shaking them a little bit or moving them around halfway. So let's set it to the air fryer. It's super dark down here. Let me put some light on. There we go, a bit better. So, gonna have to turn the socket on. It's at 100 and so this is the temperature control, 180, and let's do 12 minutes. Off it goes, and this is for my breakfast, and I'm going to have a cuppa in the meantime. We're about the halfway mark of cooking, so I'm going to open it up and give them a little bit of a shake, and I'll show you how they're doing. Okay, so bring them to the light. Okay, I might need them. Oh no, they're moving. Okay, so that's it. I'm feeling one-handed, so the camera is probably shaking too. So we've moved them, and we're going to put them back in for the rest of the time. Should be cooked by the end. How easy was that? And you know what? No mess. So, will you try it when you get an air fryer? There we go. Breakfast of fried duck eggs with plenty of lace. I like lace. And chipolatas from Waitrose. They're very nice. And that was very, very, very easy. And now I can just put the air fryer's drawer in the dishwasher. All done. And as you can see, it fits nicely in my dishwasher. And once it's washed, with no hassle, it's ready for me. If you don't have a dishwasher, it actually washes really easily. What I find the hardest is this netting here, but it's fine. You could always submerge it in water to get rid of it more easily. I hope that helps.